Next question, write equation in slope-intercept form. The equation that we're going to use is y equals mx plus b. In order to do this question, I need to find the slope. So I'm going to take these numbers, -3, 4, and 1, 4, and find the slope. Again, just like we did in the other problems, subtract the top numbers and the bottom numbers. I'm going to take the first number, 4, second number, 4, and I'm going to take these numbers and put them here, starting with -3 and the 1. 4 minus 4 is 0. -3 minus 1 is -4. A 0 on the top gives me a 0 slope. Now I take this number and I put it in for the slope and rewrite my equation. Y equals 0x plus b. And then I need to substitute. You can substitute any one of these numbers. I like to use the numbers that are both positive. When I look at these numbers, I notice that 1, 4 are my positive numbers. So I'm going to rewrite that over here. And I'm going to have 1, 4, and I'm going to label it x and y. And now I'm going to substitute these numbers into that equation. So y equals 4. So I'm going to plug in y, 4 for that one. 0, what does x equal? X equals 1. I plug in 1 up here, and I get b. Now I need to get b by itself and find out what that equals. I go ahead and solve the equation. 4 equals. A number next to parentheses means multiply, so that equals 0 plus b. Four equals 0 plus b is b. So b equals 4. What do I do with that answer? I plug it in for b up there. So now my final answer is y equals 0x plus 4. I really don't need to put the 0x there. 0 times anything is 0. So it becomes y equals 0 plus 4, which actually equals y equals 4. So that's how you find an equation given 2 points. The next question, number 19. Again, I want to take the points 3, -2, and put that over 6, 1. Again, I'm using the L to find my slope. I need to subtract both numbers. I bring down the -2. I bring over the 1. These numbers go right here. 3 minus 6. -2 minus 1 is -3. 3 minus 6 is -3. Negative over negative is a positive. If I put that in my calculator, I get 1 as my slope. Just like before, I'm going to use y equals mx plus b. I'm going to put the 1 in for the slope. So now I have y equals 1x plus b. I can use any set of numbers. These guys have negative number. These guys have both positive numbers. So I'm going to label this x, label that one y, and plug them in to this equation down there. So what does y equal? 1. And down to 1. What does x equal? X equals 6. Bring the 6 down, plus b. Now I solve. Again, I want to circle that, draw my wall, solve for b. 1 equals, a number next parentheses always means multiply. That equals 6 plus b. Get b by itself, which means I got a minus 6 to both sides. And 1 minus 6 is negative 5. Those guys cancel, and I get b equals negative 5. What do I do with that number? I go ahead and plug it in for that b right there in that equation. Might be helpful if you put a box around it so you don't get confused what you're looking at, and rewrite your answer. Y equals 1x minus 5. I really don't need that 1 in front of the x. I can rewrite it as y equals x minus 5. Final answer, final equation. Looking at question 20, right equation. Again, y equals mx plus b. Remembering that this is my slope, and this is my y-intercept. So when I do my equation, I'm going to put y equals blank x plus blank. I first want to find out where this red line crosses the y-axis. So if I travel down the line, I know it crosses right here. That number is 1. So my y-intercept is 1. Now I have to find my slope. I have to find 2 points on the graph where it crosses at the corner of the box. If I go up this line, I'm looking, it crosses right there. I have 2 points on my graph. What is my slope? 1, I know that it's going positive. So that means I'm going to have a positive slope. And how do I get from one point to the other? I have to go up how many stairs? 1, 2. So 2 is my top number. And I have to go over 1, 2, 3. That's my bottom number. So over here, I went up 2. This spot, I went over 3. And here is my final equation. Next question, number 21. Again, y equals mx plus b. Go ahead and put blanks next to the x and a blank where the b was. I have to find out where my y-intercept is. Where does it cross the y-axis? Go down the line and it crosses right here. It's below this line right here, so this is -1 as my y-intercept. Now I have to look for 2 points on the line that goes through the corner of the box. So if I'm looking at 1, I know it crosses there. I also know it crosses here. If you look, it crosses at a bunch of different spots. I only need 2 dots on that graph. So I know it goes down, so I know it's going to be a negative number. How do I get from this point to the other point? I go down 1, and then I go over 1. So the final equation is -1 over 1 is -1 x minus 1. I really don't need that -1 there. I can rewrite it as y equals -x minus 1.